This is the Asia-Pacific Challenge. Leg 5 will find you racing almost 6,000 miles in the entirety of the leg and transitioning from the Western culture of Australia to the vibrant Far East cultures of Asia. The race will now be approaching the midway point of the circumnavigation, and with that comes a lot of earned experience on board from your circumnavigators. This is an exciting time to join the race as a new crew member. You've got a lot of people you can learn from, but at the same time, new joiners will bring with them that welcomed enthusiasm and new energy.
We're out here in the middle of nowhere with 20 who were strangers, now very close friends and family, it almost feels like, on this boat. And I think that's been just an incredible experience to disconnect from the world and just be amongst these great people in the middle of nowhere in the nature. It's great.
At this stage of the circumnavigation, the crew have learned how to push the yacht hard and get the most out of it. They have also learned how to deal with the changeable conditions that come at you very quickly on leg 5.
The rush of when the helming of the boat is effectively surfing down is something that I won't forget.
For anyone that hasn't crossed the equator, you have that to look forward to on this leg. A visit from King Neptune is always an anticipated highlight, and for those on board who haven't previously crossed the equator, they will always remember the day the ruler of the oceans converted them from pollywogs into shellbacks.
Shellback!
Now being a shellback is a definite highlight. Doing that with the team, having King Neptune on the boat was really, really fun.
However, on either side of the equator, the teams will also have to deal with the doldrums, that windless area near the equator which has challenged sailors for centuries. But unlike the Atlantic doldrums, there is a myriad of islands in this region of the Pacific that kick up more wind, making this doldrums crossing less predictable.
The doldrums were probably less of an issue than I thought. I had visions of large wind holes and really doing nothing, but we haven't met that at all. We've had more swell and rougher seas than I'd really probably anticipated.
Yeah. You can also expect a huge amount of mixed conditions, ranging from light and fluky winds, solid and reliable trade winds, as well as squalls that arrive with very little warning. This is not a part of the planet where you can afford to drop your guard. Crews will need to act fast when these short but powerful cells roll through, bringing high wind speeds and lots of rain. But it's warm rain, and if you're not on watch looking after the boat, you may even find time for what may be the most memorable shower of your life.
You get to experience all types of weather conditions. So like I said, we've had the wind hole, we've had the doldrums, had beautiful skies, had rain, had some storms. So that aspect of it has definitely met and exceeded expectations.
I've never been to this area of the world. I've been to Australia, never been around the Philippines, never been to Vietnam. So that was, and China, that was a strong attraction.
But I find myself just sat there on the boat just smiling because I'm just having the best time of my life. Even when it's really, really hard, it really feels like you're just part of a team, working together, getting through it, and that for me is probably a highlight. Meeting some new, great people and kind of forming a bond that we're going to have for the rest of our lives, I hope.
When this 6,000 miles of racing is behind you, you will arrive into a very different part of the planet to where you left, and crews always look forward to coming into the Asian host ports and getting a very different and very warm welcome.
For anyone who's thinking about joining for one leg or 2 legs, go for it. Do it because it's so much fun. I would do it again in a heartbeat for sure.